Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you this team, purple team on over here. This is Cash Bryant, and I'm sending you into a game for a new series that I feel like starting called In the Bank. In the Bank will be games where complete ponage will be seen. Now I'm doing it right now just for myself, and I actually am thinking of doing it for other people. But in the meantime, we have our power squad here. Now, Source Era and Shen, because I'm not saying that, are actually not on our team in this replay. Let me start the replay, get it started, get it popping. Are not on our team, but as you can see, Paragon, a fan favorite, Tigga Tigga, and myself as Twitch. Now, if you guys don't know, my main AD carry is Twitch. So when I saw the recent buffs on him, I had to go see him. In my personal opinion, I don't think he actually needed. What the fuck? That was so weird. Something happened with my mic. Whatever. I didn't think he actually needed a buff. Like, he was fine with the remake. He was definitely fine. No one really invested time in the new Twitch to really figure him out. They saw that his stealth was shortened, and a lot of people just thought he was bad at that point. He couldn't sneak up on people properly. You had to perfectly time everything. But no. So this can even be considered a guide to Twitch, a guide to the new Twitch. Now, I'll walk you through this as it's going. I'm gonna start off with his E. Now his E now has 80 ratios on it and does physical damage. Now, if you guys don't know, when you have a move that does physical damage, armor penetration also works well with it. So what I do with the new Twitch is that I rush a black cleaver. I don't really know. I might start doing it on some of my other 80 carry. My other 80 carries, just to see exactly how good that is and how effective it is that have 80 moves, like Sivir. Graves also has moves like that. Now, Black Cleaver, of course, gives you attack speed, damage, and it gives you armor melt. Flat armor melt. So it's not a percentage or anything like that. It's a flat armor melt. So when you get hit with each stack on, if you don't know how Twitch works, I'll give you guys a quick run up. Each stack. Okay, wait. I gotta double click myself. Each stack gives him a flat base damage on it. Plus what is it, 15 right now? It's pretty low right now. It's level 1 for each stack on it to all nearby enemies that have deadly venom. Deadly venom is his passive. If you ever didn't know why a Twitch kills you from 6 yards away, that's because he expunges you. Also, we have his Q, which is his stealth. Now, he goes into stealth after a couple seconds of delay, and then before, what used to happen is that his stealth was longer. The longer he stayed stealth, the bigger his attack speed was. His attack speed bonus was. Now he instantly gets it. So he can go, if I wanted to, I can go in this bush, Q, walk up here, and then I have a full attack speed buff right now, which is, what is it right now? 30%, which is pretty big in the beginning of a fight. This early in the game, and I have a lot of AD. Also with Twitch, I like to start off with a Doran's Blade. I want to get back into the habit of doing that. I literally just started boots and pots because everyone, told me, that's what you do. It gives you sustain. But I used to have this really great first blood comp where it was just overwhelming strength. It was just very overwhelming. And he gets dunked. That's what happened to him. I remember he's like, what was that? You got dunked. You step too close to the lane, and she's so much stronger. I know people will have their bickering and stuff like that, but the fact that she has a AoE move like that she didn't have really before, so they basically took out her Shumpo, that W move that she had, which was completely useless, and gave her another damaging move. So she does so much more damage now, in my opinion. It's pretty stupid that she can do that. So basically, he gets dunked, gives her first blood. Now, Katarina fed is a problem. Now, she goes back. I don't agree with that. Katarina should just stay here and farm. She doesn't have mana. She wasn't, that low on HP. We got a gank here coming in on Poor. Oh, that's just begging for a gank there. What? The amount of fails that just happened in that game. Alright. Now we got our new, which is Source Era. I actually get mad at Nunu later on in the game, and I'll show you guys exactly why I get mad at him. Um, really, really silly shit, and like it's just really silly. Now, as we go on in the bot lane, there are no kills, there are no deaths here. The only death or kills in the whole entire map is mid. So I'm assuming he's gonna have a little bit more hard time. Nope, he gets a force to flash there. She burns her ignite also for the other kills, so she's pretty much down. But he's running through his mana. Bad mana conservation by Tigger there. Now I'm here. I'm just testing out the new Twitch. So what I do, I hit it with a couple shots and pop the E. It did a pretty good amount of damage. It should be. It's still level 1. Now I'm gonna put it on level 2. 50 flat. It's gonna change on me. I gotta remember to double click. 50 flat AD plus basically 29 for each stack. So they just get a couple stacks there, and then I got 4 there, so it did 29 per each stack. 29 for like 4. Pretty damn good. And that's how it happens. If you get hit with full stacks from a Twitch, you're gonna lose a lot of your health. It's guaranteed. Now he's engaging here, but I'm not really close enough to do anything. I'm missing a ton of CS because I'm being a derp. Now I see here, there's this attack. I think I come up to try to help him. I don't really think so. Yeah, see, I see this. The only problem is that Katarina also comes. He misses his thing. Said his Q was on cooldown in 50 mana. Yeah, he could not do a charm there. I remember he said that. So Tigger, you are defended. It's funny actually, because this Jax actually comes into our stream chat. This is all going live on stream, by the way. He comes into our stream chat afterwards. And like, it's pretty funny, like, gets dunked. Getting dunked mid. Now I come here. My problem is my stealth wasn't up, and what I really wanted to do is just stealth and like get a free kill on her. Though I'm level 4, I don't know if I really could have done that. So I leave Sedge behind bot lane. I'm losing CS now, like an idiot. Just kind of playing very sloppy. Very, very sloppy. Top is doing okay, it looks. Our CSs are all pretty low. Not high, elo. These are just normals. As we see here, he's getting a little bit feisty. He gets the ignite, but the ignite's not going to kill him. He had his other moves up. Probably no mana. Yeah, no mana there. Would have killed him if with like one other additional move. So now they're sitting here chilling in the bush. They're not even getting experience, which they could have at least come in back into lane, like probably 2 levels higher than me. If I check, double check. Not really, but at least they could be getting some type of experience here. They're not getting any. When the AD carry can't get any CS, it is best to just take it while you're still here in lane. It lets you afford things a little bit quicker. Now what sucks is that Paris choosing to back when I'm coming back into the lane, so it kind of keeps me kind of screwed. But luckily we are back here at the tower, so I'm not really looking to go any aggressive. I have 2 Doran's blades, boots, both set of pots, and 2 wards. Just trying to spend my money and be efficient. Miss another CS there. Now it's pretty hard to say, like, she has red buff, which makes everything pretty hard. Gets a free Q off. I think she has, does she have it? Yes, she has a Hextech, so basically going to be negating all of that. Now when you play Twitch, if you don't know, you do max your E first. There's no real point of maxing the W or the Q. Now he flashes out of there. He's pretty scared. Now they get exhausted. Now I'm going to E eventually here, and you'll see how much damage. She has 4 stacks, 5 stacks. Ignited there. She flashes. I still pop the E and does a decent amount of damage there. Dropping more stun on her. I flash out of there. I see that my thing is, but I think my E comes back up, and I pop it on her. She dies. He does a little jump there, which basically gets him killed. Now Tristana, this I'll have to mind you that this Tristana, in my opinion, is just like, she makes really bad decisions, unfortunately. And Twitch being my main role, I'll just capitalize on that. Like when you use a character or a lane that you're not used to and you get ahead, you used to like not really like, just not as strong. Now he's putting points in W and Q. I think when you jungle him, I guess you put points in the queue. I would assume you put points up to the queue and like to a certain extent though. And then I think you should just max the E. You ganking would be so much better. Give me a comment below if you guys know how to build Nunu. I really don't know much about Nunu. I just know that his blood boil is retarded when it's max level, and he uses it on like any like 80, not just the 80 carry. Any AD can benefit from his blood boil really. Like to give like a bruiser up top, like all that movement speed and stuff. Oh, Jack's up here with the babysit. Shen has a ward in the bush here, so he's not really gonna have to step out, which is pretty good on Shen. Good job, Shen. You good boy. You's a good boy. Who's a good Shen? Now I came back. I haven't gone back yet because a lot of people, like I said, they make that mistake. When you get kills and stuff like that, if you can still stay in the lane, stay in the lane. Stay in the lane in CS. We have a ward here, so we see Katarina coming, so we back off. Always best to ward. Like I learned this a little bit late, but you ward earlier, like up in the river, and the reason why you do that is because you actually get time. Now, when you have a ward like stuck here at the edge of this bush, like the person can come and then you're already here, and you don't have time to actually push a lane and like retreat. Also, now this is pretty advanced. You don't need to ward the try. Warding the try, yes, is good. It's always pretty good, you know, extra ward coverage. But if they ward here, that means there's no way that they can come all the way here into your jungle. You ward your jungle entrances. So having a ward here wards this entrance, and then having one like here even, or like there, some people put it there. Like you can see when they're entering your jungle. So it's just map awareness, and you save, basically you have 2 wards, and then you can save so much money on wards and be able to buy other things. That's if you guys don't know that. So we got them all coming here. We are stuck at our tower, so there's really no point of them necessarily trying to dive us here. So Jax is sitting here waiting, but we have a ward there. Since they didn't ward there, we ward there, so we know Jax is there. He's wasting his time. And since they see that we are warding, it's best like to either not come back there for a while or lane gank. I actually wish I knew. I don't know a way to counter lane ganking. I actually, if someone, again, if you guys have a comment, if you can tell me, how do you stop lane ganks? Obviously, once you're pushed, it's like it's just really effective. I don't see like a way of, I mean, having their bush warder or your bush warder is like, oh god. 4-0 Katarina. Now I come in here. Gonna do a look. She tries to juke. The problem with that juke is, like I said, I have lower damage. I have to pop my ult there to try to get the kill. I still don't get the kill. I should have popped it earlier. If you don't know, let me read Twitch's ult to you. You get a lot of attactive. Oh god. And he's getting raped mid. Really bad. Let me just focus here on Twitch because this is the Twitch show. He gets additional AD when he pops his ult, so it helps when it comes down to killing stuff. He also gets a lot of range, and his shots start to pierce, doing 20% less damage. So I could have got that kill. I was just trying not to pop my ult. If you can get a kill without your ult, of course you should do so. Now, oh, it does a little damage. I've seen a lot of Nunus actually do that. Instead of channeling the whole ult, they channel it for a little bit, take whatever damage that they can get, and then go on their merry way or chase after that. So that was a good try by Nunu. He got an auto attack, didn't try to just throw the extra ice ball there, didn't want to take too much turret hits, which is pretty smart because Katarina is fed, so after like maybe 2 turret hits, she probably could have turned and burned him. You guys don't know what turning burning is? Basically when someone is chasing you and then you randomly just turn around and kill them instead because they didn't know that you can kill them. You were just running away to be safe, or you didn't want to get ganked. So now Shen over here in lane is maxing his Q. Does a decent amount of magic damage all up on that. That's pretty dope. And then he gets healing from him attacking them, so that's pretty cool. I'm not level 9 yet, and I tell him, hey, I'm going to go stealth. I want you to come in there. Now I by accident attach Soraka, so he starts engaging on Soraka. And I'm going to switch targets to Tristana. Now I see that they're both pretty low, so I switch back to Soraka. Maybe I should have just finished off Soraka, but look how much damage output I have on 2 people. Yes, Sedge did some damage there. And I literally just take all this damage. As you saw, I came back to lane with like full health. The creeps basically knocked me down because we engaged on creeps. Now be very careful. If you guys, another nice great tip, when you guys are going into fights and you're in their creeps, the creeps do a lot of damage early game. And yes, Katarina is 6-0 at this point now. Now Jax is here helping her out. Why not? Free kills are always free kills, and he gets assists. He only has 1 assist though. So I know Tigga, man, you were complaining that he was ganking so much, but he's not even getting any assists. So technically, he only really helped him 1 kill. He's trying to tell Katarina, hey, instead of getting the tower, which honestly she shouldn't get the tower, she should keep forcing mid to keep coming here. They could have got Dragon. Now I have 94 CS, 15 minutes in the game, which is not totally bad. Could definitely be better. Not gonna lie. Now they're gonna sit here and they're gonna go do Dragon. Come on, Joey. You got baby Dragon in your deck. Now they both have blue buffs. Look at those spinners. Double blue spinners. Double blue spinners. Double blue spinners. They're gonna get that for free. Now we're here. We're just kind of like scoping around. We don't know really what's going on here. Now we sit here. I stealth, which is going to give me the bonus. I see that he pops the ult. Now I get hit by a Q here. I almost kill Katarina. But her freaking OP-ness right now, because she's so big. She's so big. She's level 12. I think I was 8. Almost kill her there. I was really aiming specifically for her. But I didn't get the kill there. Nunu is here, and for no reason. I don't know why he's going to try to fight 4 people. Does he have ult? Yes, he does. He tried to ult there and then flash away, but didn't work. Now, he right here, Ari is 0-4. Now, I will tell you guys a small little secret. Ari goes positive in this game. Isn't that funny? Shen as a ninja tabby and then rushes a Thornmail. I actually like this when you go up top. It's when you rush a Thornmail. Thornmail is cheap as hell. If you guys didn't know, it's very very cheap. A lot of armor, and for that much armor, and plus ADs can't really touch you. Like he's gonna just hurt himself as Shen keeps healing. Like it's perfect. I mean, if Shen wasn't already a great champ, let's add him a Thornmail as he taunts you. Let's make this game fair. Now, we have lost our tower because they pushed on it, and I hate when that happens. I am 2-1, 100 CS, Tristana 81. Not too far behind me. We're both sucking miserably when it comes to CS. Now, we have Ari up here. Now, Ari is up here. Shen should just engage. This is pretty dumb on Shen that he didn't engage there. Soraka is coming up, and Jax is not that too far behind. Now, he engaged here again. Taunts the wrong one. Ari's gonna come into this fight, but the whole squad is here. Gets a double stun on 2 people. Now they're gonna sit here and they're just gonna poke down. Almost got a kill. Didn't have ult was up. He could have got the kill with that with the ult. Now Nunu's gonna come up here. It's a 4v3. He pops his ult here. Gets destroyed. So that's what happened. I actually don't remember why they all died there. Katarina is wrecking face. Got the gunblade now. Didn't even use it in that fight. She tries to flash, but it doesn't actually flash too far away. See how much that E does? It's really, really strong as an AD carry. Now it's this is max. Let me double click myself to show you guys. 80 flat. And then plus an additional 35 plus 24 from my 80. It doesn't scale too high off 80. Obviously, it'd be really stupid if it did. So plus a 24. So about, what is that? My math sucks. 50. About 130 per stack. That's strong. 4 stacks on you. 4 or 5 stacks. 130. That's like almost. That's like Darius true ult damage. Now, right now, I don't have the Black Cleaver. I will get the Black Cleaver pretty soon. I'm just trying to rush down this turret, which might not have been the smartest idea here. Now, she starts to chunk me here because she has... What did she get? She got a lucky crit on me, so I don't want to fight her at that point. I don't. What do I have? I don't have lifesteal. So we get a nice engage here. Para's doing it up for the people. Gets a nice taunt here on Katarina. As I keep chasing here, I'm here, but my stealth runs away, unfortunately. So I'm just chilling here in the bush, trying to get some extra kills. Tristana's gonna come from behind, and since, like I said, I was weak from before, she jumps on me, pops the E, gets another lucky crit. And Paragon, because he loves me, tries to come save me, but that wasn't the smart move to do there in that situation. So we're pretty bad, but now, like I said, I get a Black Cleaver. When you get a Black Cleaver on Twitch, this is how you play Twitch. And I'm going to say that because I know not that many people are playing him right now. That is how you play Twitch. And just because... Oh, yeah. Now she gets a kill. Might even be a double, because, see, now she blew it away from her. That was dumb on Tristana. Like I said, Tristana's a little baddie. And she has a Ghost Blade. She rushed a Ghost Blade. Me and I think Ursa were talking about this. Now you're gonna see what happens when you rush like a Ghost Blade after like getting your Brutalizer. Like it does nothing for you as an 80 carry. Like that's why you don't do it. I'm gonna stealth here, throw the thing on. Now he comes onto me, but he gets stunned. As an 80 carry, your best objective is to kite. Now he keeps coming onto me. Pop the E. He dies. Soraka's coming here. She's going to throw a W. Now the new W here. Look at this. Dead. The W here applies 2 stacks of Dandy Venom. So, and it slows you. So basically, I'm guaranteed at the very least about 3 stacks. Because I'll slow you and walk up. And if I have to pop my Q, it gives you additional movement speed. 20%, which is flat no matter how much you level it. Be very careful when you're leveling abilities. For that exact sake, because sometimes people they think they're like a move that's so strong, but when you level it, it actually doesn't like gain any strength, or it doesn't gain like what you think it gains. So you keep leveling it, and it sets you behind. A lot of people's ability leveling is pretty bad in the beginning. So I'm still here. I'm farming. Like I said, Black Cleaver. Once you get hit, let me read to you guys Black Cleaver to be more precise. Yeah, here it is. Your basic attacks reduce the target's armor by 15 for 5 seconds and it stacks 3 times. So once I hit you 3 times, you have lost 45 armor. 45 armor. Right now, she has 50. If I hit her 3 times, I'm damn near doing true damage. Especially because right now my AD is almost 200. You're taking about true damage right there. Soraka with 85, she'll be down to 40. Tristana, almost exactly, unless, what is it, she has Aegis? Does she have Aegis? No. Like, that does a lot. Plus my own AD, plus my E and everything like that. Like, you basically lost a lot. Wukong with 56? Why does it keep changing? 48? Does he have armor by nearby enemy? Okay, his keeps going up. But see, that's pretty bad. Like, Tristana 45. If I hit her 3 times, I do true damage. Point blank. Get a nice little engage on here, but he's not gonna follow that up. Gets a nice ult here. Gets 2 people here. Insta melts 1 person. Tigger gets the kill here. He's gonna go. He wants to get Tristana. Now I'm gonna come in here and blast my ult. Like I said, 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, E. Because like I said, why you wasted flash there. Gets a nice stun there on Soraka. They're still trying to go. I'm trying my hardest to catch up. I just need another like CC. Gets one there on Katarina, but I come out of stealth there. I'm hoping she engages there. Throw the E. I get 1 shot, 2 shots, pop the E, does a decent amount of damage. The E still won't do a crazy amount of damage until way late game, because I really don't have any strong AD. Like I said, the E doesn't scale high. It scales pretty low off AD. But once you get, like, when you build, you have to build Glass Cannon with Twitch. It's like absolutely a must. You can't, like, having like a Guardian's Angel and all that other stuff is really cute, but You definitely build gas cannon on him. Position yourself properly. He's like the best champ that benefits you from having position. He really is. Like he's my favorite champ, AD carry. I think he can always win a game if he has items. Always. Like other AD carries, not so much. But literally with good position, a good flash to disengage, and that W of his, he can kite effectively. Now they go here. They're gonna go straight for Baron. They see me bot, which is a great indicator. Ari's actually asking, should we go to Baron? I think we say we don't have vision on it. So they basically get a free Baron. We don't have vision on it. They have vision around. So look at this. This is how you set up Barons, ladies and gentlemen. You literally ward the entrances to see if they're coming. And if you don't see them coming, there's no way they're going to like walk all the way around. I mean, they could, but still. You're pretty safe, so just take it. Now, though they may have Baron, I am 6'2", 140 CS. I have a Black Cleaver, and I also have my Vampiric, so I can just sit there and like melt them and just stay in the fight. So right now, I'm in a really good position. Even though I have my Black Cleaver, I know you're supposed to rush the IE, but Twitch is like Riven. Building like straight AD like really helps and benefits them. Almost gets a taunt there on Tristana. Now I go back and I get my BF sword. Now I don't get a. I have so much attack speed that I really don't need to get a Zeal. After like buying my first 80 item, I can just Q and then the attack speed passive plus the Black Cleaver, which gives me 30% attack speed, will basically win me that fight. Level 5 Q, I get, what is it? 70% attack speed. So I get 100% attack speed. When I come out of my queue, I'm at 100%. So I'll actually show you. I'm gonna double click myself. Hopefully I stealth pretty soon. And then my attack speed right now is 1.3. His base attack speed is actually pretty good too. Very good base ratio on that attack speed. Now they're sitting here. They're not really doing much with Baron. They're not sieging properly. Katarina has ridiculous poke. And now we go in there, like I told them. I said literally, if you give me, cast me hard there. Little thing, I'm waiting for, gets a double kill. Like he's literally just getting all my kills that I can't necessarily get. When like I said, I was telling them to, if you can CC, if Shen can taunt Katarina, or if Para, I said if you can get her, then I'll kill him instantly. That's how crazy it is. His ult has a pretty low cooldown, 80 something seconds, 110 seconds. Now here, see Tristana is a little bit overextended. Now here I'm stealthing. Watch my attack speed. It's 1.4. Come out of stealth, 1.9. Dead. Like you guys, like, and I hope really people they really try out Twitch after this. You don't have to go necessarily my build. Maybe rush a Last Whisper. Last Whisper also has armor penetration on it. Or you can, you know, just not try Twitch at all. But Twitch is really good AD carry. Really good stealth. Sneak up on people that are a little bit overextended. Or what I like to do, hopefully I can maybe pick out a pick when you guys see it. Like where there's a team fight, I wait for the team to start fighting, and then I come in later, and they can't like see me or attribute to it. And then when you have enough attack speed and AD, and you pop your ult, literally things die in seconds. You distribute so much damage amongst their whole team. Even if they come and focus you, your rest of your team should be able to kill. Only AD carry that has that ability. Literally, the only AD carry that has that ability to shred the whole team with his AD. Other AD carries have to like kite like the whole team, maybe get it like 2 or 3 kills, back off. I can shred the whole team with magic resist and all that other stuff. If he would have waited a little bit sooner, he would have got Katarina right there. Now he's a little bit out of position. Now I'm gonna stealth here. I'm gonna try to get in a good position. Obviously, you don't want to engage there; they'll just come and kill you. Positioning is completely crucial with Twitch. Also, with the red buff here, the red buff, God, is the red buff amazing on Twitch? Like it just forces people to not be able to get to you. Plus the W, they can't get to you. Now I'm 8-2, 157 CS. This is a little bit what you guys would like to call fed. I see they're not engaging here, and I'm gonna come stealth. Like, look how perfect this is. Now he's gonna try to thing. He has to burn the flash there. I don't really care. I save the tower. But the thing is that I can come sneak up on people that are trying to do objectives or any of that nature. Like if we have something warded, it just comes out to my benefit. Now he's sitting here. He's trying to engage on me again. All you have to do is kite and pop the E. Pop the E when you have max stacks or when their health starts to get like to a dangerously low amount. As you play Twitch, you'll know when that amount is, depending on like what items you have. So I'm pretty used to it. 261 AD. I'm gonna double click myself. Let me do it actually successfully so it works. So now the E has a 39, 35. So 80 plus 35. Plus another additional 39 from my AD, which is 74 on the poison stacks there. I actually have to reread this and make sure I know it correctly. If the deals 80 damage plus yeah, so it's 80, 75. It was 75. Now it went up to 42, so it's 77 per stack. Max 6 stacks, 77 times 6 is a great number, because I can't do math like that. At least not while I'm casting. I can literally do it if I saw it and thought about it. Now what we're seeing here is that they're gonna come and they're gonna engage. They just kind of lost people unnecessarily. So what I'm assuming is that what they said is like, hey, let's just group up. Let's just, you know, push on some towers, which is pretty good. This is what they're supposed to do. Now, unfortunately, Para has his ult. And here I say it again. If you can get Katarina, I will win this fight for you guys. Just get Katarina. He goes in here and he engages on Shen, which is a no-no. Like I said, he gets it. Watch how much damage. That's from the Nunu ult, but look at that. Pop the E, get that. Quadra kill in seconds, and then he gets it. I could have got a penta, but Tigger KS'd me. So let me, I'm gonna rewind that fight and slow it down a little bit, so you guys can see it. The bad thing about what they did here, they actually have Soraka silence. They probably don't know that Soraka can actually silence Nunu, and that will actually cancel his ult. Same thing with Katarina. It's a channel, so channels are easily stopped. Jax can also stop it. His E, Counter Strike, you can actually press it again. Most people don't do it. You can actually press Jax's E again, and it will stop it, and then you get the stun really quickly. Whatchamacallit? He used his ult. He engages on Shen and basically blows his ult. So here, he goes up on Shen, which is just a horrible mistake. Now after he pops up Nunu ults. Now what's crappy about this is that when Nunu ults, they come into his ult range when they originally weren't in it. So this is just bad on them. I pop my ult at this point because I see they're all gathered, and then Para just stun them. So this is the perfect time to ult. I just want to show you now. That's the damage that he did. Ellie chanted, that's Soraka, who survived a decent amount of it. The Wukong got brought down to health. Joho is Katarina. Definitely just getting chunked here. She's getting focused. And Tristana is out of it, didn't get affected. And also Jax didn't get affected. And I see a Rabadon's here that got popped. Right? Which is Shen's Rabadons. So Shen pops his Rabadons and they're slowed by, what is this? Oh, I mean Randuin, sorry. I called it Rabadon. They are slowed by 30%, 35%. So they really can't escape here. What I'm going to do is I usually throw my W in there, but I don't need to. Now, as it's going to go here, I'm in position. What you want to do as Twitch, you want to line up as many champions as you can and then start shooting. So instantly, she dies. Look at that, 520. She dies instantly. One shot. And it goes through all of them. So as you can see, Tristana. And as it goes through people, it takes less damage. And they just slowly die. So I shoot again. As you can see, my attack speed is pretty stupid right now. It's very, very quick. So I kill them pretty quickly. I go back to shoot at Jax. He's in Counter-Strike mode. Tristana dies again from another shot. No, Tristana's here. So she gets away. She tries to get away. This is the reason why I don't get the Penta, because she goes away like that. Now I'm going to shoot Jax. 606 damage. Now throughout that whole thing, Tristana has 3 stacks of poison on her. And see, in that whole fight, I only shot 3 times. Within a couple seconds, I only shot 3 times. Now I see she's getting pretty low. And I see she's getting low. I missed my shot there. So I basically just popped the E anyway. The E does, I can't see how much damage it did. Did a decent amount. I was hoping to get her in that. Now Tega said he didn't mean to KS me here. So basically he does, because he just popped his move there. And 2 of the balls come out and hit her. And she threw another Q at it. So for a person that said they wasn't trying to steal my Penta, you did a pretty good job at doing it by popping a W and then also throwing a Q. Yeah. Thanks, Tigga. Would have made this video much more awesome. Now I'm going to bring it back to regular speed. Shout outs and like the comments and give me a comment or a like for people that KS your Penta. These jerks. Now, like I said, I get pissed at Nunu. As you see, look at their kills. Like I said, Ari was KSing me. 0-3, 1-3, Nunu's 2-5. I'm carrying this game hard. Like, really hard. First of all, he backs. You don't back in an ace. Like, you only back when they're about to come up. They're about to come up now. Like, now would be the time. Like, we would tell Para, hey, you should back or whatever like that. Now we're full health. Get the inhib. Now they're pinging to go to Baron. I think I opt not to tell them. Like, usually in these games, I'm like playing Commander, like Command Center. I'm usually telling a lot of people what to do. I seem to usually be the person with the most experience, with the most knowledge of what should be done at what time. So I'm usually telling everyone what to do. Now I tell them, hey, we shouldn't really fight Baron. We can bait it. So Shen's over here fighting. They have vision. We don't know that. So I say, hey, let's just wait here. They have to come. They're all full health. There's no reason for them not to come. Jax comes into this bush here. He's gonna get insta bursted. I don't get the kill because he Counter-Strike, which takes out my thing. Gets a failed jump there for Ari. I'm gonna stealth here. Gives me the movement speed. And he's gonna get taunted. Throw the W. Instantly gonna get a kill there. Wukong and Soraka are the only ones alive. Now here I'm basically saying, like, they want to go push there, and I'm telling them no. At this point, in my opinion, now I could be wrong, and I'm wrong some of the time. I'm saying just push, like push these towers. We have super minions here, a couple little caster minions. If all 3 of us are here, we have them on like 25-second, 10-second cooldown. Now he just does too much damage to me. Didn't get a peel. Wasn't gonna get a kill. Now they come afterwards because they see that we're dying. But see, if you just pay attention there, with Shen there and Nunu there and everybody, they all would have died, or we would have died. We would have kept pushing here. And I was just basically saying, like, hey, like no reason to get that tower. We could have pushed and took some Nexus towers out, which is, some people forget how like crazy, like, under pressure that puts you when you take Nexus towers out. Instead of taking these towers, like, we're ahead, we can win the game, we're winning team fights. Like, start going for the end of the game. Like, I didn't see the point of trying to push here and get this at hib and then go all the way up here and then push these towers down. Like, no, just go end the game. That's why this game lasts for, like, longer than it should have, in my opinion. Doesn't last too much longer, but still, honestly, end the game. When you have the power to end the game, end the damn game. Do not give the opponent anything. Like, we're only up 2k in gold, which isn't that much, considering, like, how you really push the advantage. Like, we were losing. Katarina was fed. The other lanes weren't doing all too well. Shen is like 0-3, so we were losing the game. I'm bringing the game back. So at the very most, as even if you're just a favorite to me, listen to me. I'm helping you guys. Like if the person that's carrying the game, obviously there's a reason why he's carrying the game. Like if you guys, I don't know, that's how I feel about it. And I carry a lot of games, so like it's rough and it's very hard to keep your people in the game when they're failing so hard and like you're really trying your hardest. Me and Sedge basically brought that game back. Just me and Sejuani. Shen had some decent ults. Nunu getting lucky ults because they can actually stop it. So now we get here. We get a nice thing here. Now I see that they're here. Nunu gets ult. I don't know if he actually connects there. He gets a decent amount of damage. See, look at that shred. I only get 1 kill out of that, which is sad. Now, yeah, like even if we would have got Baron there, that would have been frustrating. They're dead. Go push. We can win the game. You'd be amazed on like when you can win the game. Got super minions, great wave pushing mid. Every other lane is being pushed, and they just gonna give that early surrender. Usually when Twitch is fed, usually surrender anyway. Now if you guys like what you see, you want to come and see it live, come to twitch.tv/CashBryant, where we do all of these games. I play with viewers all the time. It is the people's stream, so viewers are always going to be played with. All puns intended. So if you guys ever want to be rocking out with us, that's where you find the stream. This is the YouTube. We also have it on the Facebook and stuff like that. So come and check it out when you get a chance. And please tell a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend to come and play for that ass. This is Cash Bryant. Over and out.